back with our business series, getting to know some local businesses, and I'm joined by Neil. Nice to see you.
Oh, nice to see you as well, Ruth.
So for those people who may not know about you, would you like to tell people a little bit about the backstory to Bay Travel?
Yes, well, I'm Neil McSporran, and I'm the Managing Director and owner of Bay Travel. We're located in Euston Road, Morecambe, and we've been here for actually the shop premises for 38 years now.
Fantastic. So you've probably booked and helped with plenty of holidays during that time, I would imagine.
Yes, we have. Yes, yeah, virtually everywhere throughout the world, and we have many loyal customers who've booked with us for over 30 years.
Wow, that's amazing. So, in terms of currently, of course, you know, of all the industries impacted, you'll have had a very interesting few months, I would imagine. Have you?
We have, yes, yeah, very interesting. There's been a colossal amount of work going on in the background. Even yesterday, we were having to change a holiday that somebody had originally booked way back in February, and then had rebooked at some other time last summer, and then had rebooked it a third time. So it was actually the fourth time that we'd actually changed that booking for them.
Wow. So customer services for you will be absolutely part of what you're doing in that local kind of community, won't it?
It really is, Ruth. Yeah, and it's really something that we pride ourselves on, and as far as staff are concerned, I just wouldn't swap any of the staff that we've got working for us at the moment. They are absolutely terrific, and their knowledge and expertise is just second to none.
Yeah. So quite apart from the COVID scenario, but also with this emergence of online bookings and online holidays and things, where do you feel your difference is in that market? What is it that Bay Travel delivers so well for its customers?
Yeah, that's one thing. It's that misconception that there is that booking on the internet is cheaper. And I can categorically tell you that it is not necessarily always cheaper. And the one thing that a lot of people who, during the pandemic and also possibly with the Thomas Cook collapse just over 12 months ago, if the people found that if they booked it online, they didn't actually have that quality of service that they could depend on, or they couldn't go into a shop or office or speak to somebody, pick a phone up and speak to somebody just to get the latest information or be reassured.
Mm. So in that respect, you really are, you're not just, are you, helping to book a holiday or a particular special celebration type idea or any of those things. It's the help and the guidance that's both before and after, which nobody
really
gets if they're doing that online, do they?
No, it really is, yeah. The online bookings, we've helped many people who've come into the office, who've done a booking online, and they've just found that they were actually, hitting a brick wall all of the time. So they've come into ourselves, and we have been able to help those people, to get things sorted out. But it's actually having that point of contact. How nice it is for somebody to book the holiday, and then when they need something changing, to actually either speak to the same person or actually come in and talk to that same person. You try and get that on a online booking or internet booking at one of the big call centers, and it's very, very difficult.
I would say, if not impossible, actually.
Yes, yeah.
And so do you also help people when they are choosing destinations and understanding whether they want excursions while they're out there and all that kind of stuff, in terms of give us a little bit of an idea around the experience of Bay Travel in terms of a customer experience when they come to see you or they telephone you?
Yes, we do. We provide them with a lot of advice. and obviously we have the latest kind of updated information that we can provide people with. And it may be that somebody's looking at a particular destination, and another destination has become quite popular, and we can suggest to them that, well, that particular destination is maybe looking a little bit more expensive, or have you ever even thought of going to this destination, because we're getting great reports back from there. So it is providing people with advice as well as just booking holidays. We're not, we're not a company that, we just simply get people sat down and then sell them the easiest and quickest holiday, for them. We really like to try and get the holiday that fits their needs. Fits their needs in many respects, the budget, the budget, the destination, the accommodation, and so forth.
It's very much a bespoke kind of personal service, isn't it? And that's going to be, I suppose, some people as well, if they are booking a particularly expensive holiday, or it's, some people save up for a long time, don't they? And they want to go and do something quite important, or just that maybe taking the family for the first time and they haven't traveled as a family, or they've got young children, and all of those things where if they can speak to somebody who's got that skill and expertise.
Yeah. You've touched on something there, Ruth, where which is something I've always believed in, and that is that people save up for a long time for their holidays. And it's something I've always said to staff, that, you've not to forget how long they may well have been saving up for this holiday. So it's something they've been looking forward to for a long time. And it may be to a destination where they've always said, one day we will go to such and such a place. And it literally is the holiday of a lifetime. And you've got to do as much as you can to ensure that it is that holiday of a lifetime for them.
Because fundamental, as you rightly say, and whether it's a large budget or whether it's a small budget, it's meant a lot, hasn't it, to that person? So it's relative to their circumstances. So
it is.
Yeah.
It is. And again, it's one of the reasons, why we're just so proud of our staff, in terms of, it's just the respect that they actually show to anybody who walks into the office. It doesn't matter if they walk in an Armani suit or whether they walk in their works clothes. They actually still get treated all the same.
Yeah. So what at the moment is happening, Neil, from your point of view? Are people still wanting to book? Because the other thing is, right now there's an idea of having something to look forward to. So, would you be encouraging people still to make those plans right now?
You're asking me to look into the crystal ball there. We actually are now saying we've smashed our crystal ball and thrown it away. What does yours say? Yes, it is a difficult one to answer, because certainly at the outset last year, we have another side to our business, in that we actually organise group escorted tours throughout the world. And that's a part of the business that not the average person within Morecambe and Lancaster doesn't know about. Right. They're specialist tours for people involved in agriculture. And we go throughout the world there. And early part of the pandemic, I realised that it was a serious situation, and we had tours planned throughout the summer to Italy, Germany, Canada. The New Zealand tour had just gone, and to many other destinations throughout the world. And I thought that we were going to have to scrap all of those through to September, and then September it would start to pick up. And I thought I was taking quite a pessimistic view. But unfortunately, we're sat here now, and I'm actually slowly coming to the same conclusion for this year as well. That maybe for package holidays, people may be able to go to some places during the summer, but in the early summer, but the latter part of the year is by far the safest. And that's where the majority of people are now actually beginning to make inquiries about, kind of August onwards. The early part of the year, May and June, that is just looking slightly doubtful.
Right. So one of the reasons why we've done these interviews, Neil, is to make sure that all of our local community know about all of these local independent businesses that have been around for a long time and have got bucket loads of expertise and offer that very personal support, as you've made clear. What would you say to people that are watching this in terms of, or listening to this and think, well, you know, why would I go to Bay Travel? And what would you say to them to encourage them to come to you, and maybe they haven't been a customer of yours before?
I would just pick up on again something you just said, bucket loads of experience, because we have it. Between 5 members of staff, we've got 114 years experience between us. We have 10 full-time members of staff, but you know, those 5, it's 114 years. And us just actually, those people staying within the business and the business retaining their expertise and knowledge, it is just such a great asset to us. And you know, if people are looking for something which is a little bit different, you know, we have the knowledge. On the group tours, we normally have about 23 tours every year overseas, and we actually put together all of those tours ourselves. So it's not that we go to somebody else and they do it for us. We actually do that ourselves. So we've got all of the knowledge from doing that within the office, as well as, you know, the knowledge that everybody has, you know, who's working on the front desk. And of course, again, it's just their attention to detail, the attention to detail, and that caring and very personable approach to people.
Yeah, and as we've said, that's, you know, some people work very, very hard, are desperate for a holiday, and they want that holiday to be as stress-free and as easy to enjoy as possible. And again, that'll be something else they get, won't they, when they come to you, as with all that skill and experience as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's something that, again, it's that ethos that, you know, everybody within the business takes on, and it's just a little bit of a saying I always have said on our group tours, but it also applies to the travel side of things, is once you've actually met your tour manager at the airport, if you've got a problem, it's not your problem. The tour manager is there to sort it out. But it's likewise downstairs, because one of the situations that I can remember, one particular member of staff picked up a message at 8 o'clock at night from a tour operator about somebody's holiday to New York, and their booking at the hotel for some reason had been cancelled. As far as the tour operator was concerned, that was the end of the story. The hotel had been cancelled, and that was it. The only problem was that client was already on their way to New York. They were in midair to New York. Now, that particular member of staff wasn't supposed to be working, but by the time that those people landed in New York, she'd got a brand new hotel booked for them. She'd changed the transfer, and she'd actually managed to get a message through to them that the arrangements had been changed. And it's that quality of service that, you know, we pride ourselves on.
Absolutely.
And I'm just so proud of the staff when they provide, you know, examples of service like that.
Absolutely, and rightly so, to be proud. So if anyone would like to contact Bay Travel, Neil, what would be the best way that you would suggest?
At the moment, unfortunately, the front door is locked. But if they want to phone, our number is 01524 422 444, or they can contact us by email at info@baytravel.co.uk, or there's also our website at www.baytravel.co.uk.
Super. Well, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to speak to us today. It's been a pleasure to chat to you about Bay Travel.
Oh, thank you, Ruth. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you. Take care.